Okay, it's Frank here with 4D Honeybee. I'm checking my hive number 3. As I checked my hive number 1, it's doing okay. They're starting to move up into the honey super, but I want to make sure that we've got a right laying queen still putting brood down in the lower boxes. So I'm going to take a quick look at the honey super, but for this inspection I'm much more interested in what's going on in the lower brood boxes, just to make sure we still have a right laying queen, because in one of my hives is queenless and it took me way too long to figure that out. I was more focused on honey production and not realizing the signs that were telling me that there was no queen. So looking for the queen as I take the lid off. There's a few bees up there, but not many, which is not a great sign. I'll take a look at the production that's going on in the honey super. I'm going to smoke them a little bit because it's an overcast day. It's 20 degrees, which is about 70 Fahrenheit, and it's overcast, so it's not a great foraging day for them. They've been very well mannered, but the last day I came out here, it was a day like today, and I took 8 stings in the back through this jacket, so I'd like to try not to repeat that. Those are the only stings I've had so far this year. They're incredibly calm. And I'm just starting to get confident in working without gloves. So trying to make it easy for them and easier for me as well. Now I'll take a quick look up here, and they're barely doing any production of honey up top here. So again, it may be that there's no real reason to have this honey super on here, because they're not touching it. So what I do want to make sure is that there's a decent number of bees down below, and that they still have a queen that they're making honey with, or correction, that they're making brood with. So that's going to be the main point of this inspection. I'll remove some of this burr comb, not much of it, but there's enough. Now I'll start the inspection up here. I can see that the outside 2 frames are barely even drawn out. You know, it's a shame because I added the honey super when this box had about 60 to 70% drawn out here. Now normally I wait till about 80%, but again, it was one of those cases where I was going away for a couple of weeks and I wanted to make sure that they had room to fill in. So I probably put the honey super on maybe a week or 2 early, and maybe that contributed to the fact that they haven't really built out anything since then. As far as the number of bees in this box, it's starting to look okay. Like again, there's barely any here, but there's many more as we move along. We'll see that in a second here. So I am continually looking for a queen, but more so than the queen herself, I'm looking for sign of the queen. Now this is a massive honey-filled frame. And there's a decent amount of bees here. I'm looking into the bottom box and it is absolutely overflowing with bees. But again, what I've got to really find here is I've got to find sign of a healthy laying queen. And that's just going to be in capped brood, and of course eggs are the ultimate sign. But here's some pollen and honey in this one, and there's some capped brood here, and there's some larvae. I would just love to see eggs here as well. It's definitely nice capped brood. It's definitely not a worker laying like my other hives is suffering from. The queen might even be on this frame. Let's have a look for her. I don't see her. But we do have some capped brood here. with larvae. You can see it just in the middle lower, and then as you go outside from that, you start to see larvae, and outside from that we should see eggs. And I don't see eggs. So we'll keep looking, but that's a very good sign that already we have some capped brood there. And it looks like it's not capped drone brood, it looks like it's capped worker brood, which only can be laid by a fertilized queen. So that's good news. Oh, there's a beautiful brood frame right here. Now that's what I'm talking about. Wow. Now, could that be the queen? No. Thought I had the queen there, but it's just a really big worker. Let's look at this side, the side that you're looking at I haven't seen yet. There's a bit of comb there. There's a bit of brood there, I should say. But this side is really looking good. Look at this side. See how it's nice capped brood? That's really what we're looking for. And again, there's larvae here too, so there really should be eggs on the periphery here. But I don't see them. Okay, so we're not going to go any further with this inspection because I've seen what I needed to see. They're not making honey, perfectly fine. Something I have to get used to, not sulk about. But they are definitely growing as a colony. There's a lot of bees in here. Here, I'll give you a quick look inside the box. And again, knowing that this is just a frame or two, but if you look down below at the frames, you can see they're just covered in bees. So that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know that there are a lot of bees in here and the queen is still making new bees. If they don't make honey, then that's something I just have to live with, all right? So I'm going to close this hive back up, consider it healthy, and consider it in good shape heading into late August. Not likely at all that I'm going to get any honey out of this one, but that's okay. I will just keep looking at it, make sure the numbers are healthy, and then start to worry about overwintering them. And how I make sure the hive survives the winter. That's something I haven't had any luck with yet as a beekeeper. So thanks for joining me. Any of your input is always welcome down below. It's Frank at 4D Honeybee.